And we used that one as a strategy when we held a similar event in Shema. The DCOs in the region joined the task force, identified all cooperative entities, and then earmarked the individuals to reach them physically. Will agree with me, there are some people whom phone calls cannot change their mindset. But if you go and explain, especially these upcoming institutions, the circles, say this is our event, this is a platform to market your services, and your physical attendance is highly welcomed. However, since you are the owner of this event, there is some kind of logistical support we would wish to get from you. Depending on the reliability, trustworthiness of the committee members who are manning that resource. Thank you.
Okay, it was very clear. From Rogers, I'm winding up, colleagues. Rogers has a supplement.
I heard Marcia talk about that there will be a tournament. So I would love if we would approach Michael Muhumuza, who is the chairman of the Toro Corporate League. If you see how many teams are in the Corporate League now, and how we pay a subscription, actually we pay over 1.4 million for the whole season. So that means if you approached all those teams, over 20 teams that are participating in Toro Corporate League, and you say you have a tournament, and you make sure that league does not coincide with the games that take place, because the Corporate League always takes place on weekends, Saturdays. So you make sure your league does not coincide with one of the games that will be happening, and you talk to Michael to mobilize for you, you'll have the best of the corporate, and you'll at least get some good money. I know those guys are really good at giving.
Okay, so that's also another strategy that we're going to use. Now, colleagues, we realize that most of the things that we need are going to be handled by the committees. But from the elder mentions, it will be according to how trustworthy this committee is. And before we end this important activity, we shall need to know the interim committee, the committee that is actually working. And then later on, they will come up with subcommittees, because now it will give us a stepping stone to move on. Colleagues, the chair is very warm. The chair is very warm, but I'm also standing in between your lunch and being someone who knows what nutrition is. And this is what I want to end with. Colleagues, this region, we are honored that we're going to host this International Day. But also it's very important to understand what is under our beds. And you know, when you're hosting a big function, you always prepare. The first site that you look at is the compound. The next one, you rush. Who can tell me the next place if you have visitors coming to your home? The first space is the compound. The other space you run to before the visitors come is which place? In your home. The latrines, The latrines. The toilets. Not so. Now, our toilet, our latrines are doing badly. The other place they also rush to is the kitchen. We're also doing badly. Toro region, we are battling with malnutrition. We are battling with malnutrition of our children. The stunting levels are way above the national. 38.7% of our children are stunted. We want to leverage on this International Day. We change the mindset of our people. We have the food, but people are not eating the food. So, colleagues, we need to focus on that, and we leverage on this. So that's why we have the health camp. We are taking up entirely as a camp to look at our health issues. You can never be rich. Remember, we are saying we don't want you to be poor. No one loves a poor person. We want to be rich, but you can never be rich when you're not healthy. Thank you so much. Allow me hand over the microphone to the director and thank him and thank you for your time to listen to me. Thank you so much.
If I had full powers, like these assumed powers, I would say, let me give announcements and we end there. But I'm supposed to behave also. There are some people to organize at the end before they move out. Yopuso Sako manager did it himself. He was on the list, but he did it himself. Rise and I see you again. You saw the stress he put. He's an actual manager, even gave in some money. The other one is there is this lady here, Betty Murungi. Betty Murungi is a Sako consultant here in the region and has been around for so long. Is an expert in microfinance. You people don't start these small institutions and call them SACCOs before you go through us. You go at the church, you find a SACCO. Which SACCO is that? You must be through guidelines and you become an entity so that you give yourself that name. There is a committee behind all these arrangements. Baptized Steering Committee. It has very big members. Muzora Kenneth is a member there. Michael Karwan, Mr. Michael Karwan is even the city commercial officer. He's a giant member there. Manager of Saiga is a giant member there. Michael Toro Diary is a member there. Where is Michael? He's actually organizing somewhere. William is of Saiga also. Is a member there. Kiza Patrick, UCA. This is a resident UCA representative. You know him, most of you, because he stays around here and is very active. Fortunate, this is a manager general manager of HIMA. He's a member there. Rwekamba Patrick. He plays a lot. He's even demonstrating. He's in technology and all that. He's a giant member there. And humble me, Nyakahuma Charles, there with my roles of advising and guiding that we can't mess anymore. Yes, directing like I'm insisting. So members, next on the agenda is about the committees. That committees will take pause on the 5th. Committees. Someone to lead us through committees? You are here? And briefly, that will take little time because we are actually giving and then feeding. Some members are already there. Some are yet to fix there. But then let's go through them. And then next item will be lunch. No, before lunch, this lunch will be closed. None other than our beloved RDC, Kabarole District. You know how articulative the RDC is as, and they keep time. So, my brother.
All right, thank you very much. In our language, Rutoro, they say, "Ekinyonyo kirugamu tikitabaliza buli kitu." So, that a bird that leaves the tree without making any noise, it means it's young. So as an old man, let me say something about the committees. So as you have seen the committees, these are proposed committees. And I would request that we use another approach, a voluntary approach, so that people come and do the work they are supposed to do. We have seen situations where you select people and put them on the committees and they don't appear. I think for today, let us do it differently. I will read the committee, and if it is okay, and read some people are there already. If it is empty, you propose yourselves and we put you on that list. And if they are not complete, it means the committee will have some work to find more members to join these committees on a voluntary basis. So that is the advice which I would like to give to you. So the first committee which we proposed is the Central Planning and Coordination Committee. These are the members basically who have been read